Hair loss, or alopecia, is a problem that I often get asked about. What can we do for hair loss? How can we grow new hair?
Ever wondered why your hair is thinning or falling out? Discover the surprising causes of hair loss and how you can regain luscious, healthy locks with simple, natural remedies and lifestyle changes. Hair loss, often referred to as alopecia, is a common condition that affects millions of people worldwide. It's something that many of us are familiar with, either personally or through friends and family. But what exactly is alopecia, and what are the different types? Let me break it down for you in a way that's easy to understand. Alopecia is just a fancy term for hair loss. It can be temporary or permanent, affecting just your scalp or your entire body. The most common types are male and female pattern baldness, but there are other forms too. Male pattern baldness, or androgenetic alopecia, usually starts with a receding hairline and thinning on the crown. It's largely driven by genetics and hormonal changes. Female pattern baldness, on the other hand, tends to involve overall thinning rather than receding, and it's often linked to hormonal fluctuations, especially around menopause. There's alopecia areata, which is an autoimmune condition where your immune system mistakenly attacks your hair follicles, leading to round patches of hair loss. Sometimes this can progress to alopecia totalis, loss of all hair on the scalp, or alopecia universalis, loss of all hair on the body. Telogen effluvium is another type, often triggered by stress, illness, or nutritional deficiencies, where you see a diffuse shedding of hair all over the scalp. Traction alopecia, caused by hairstyles that pull on the hair, like tight braids or ponytails, is also common and can lead to permanent hair loss if not addressed.
I have also seen in some areas where people braid their hair really tightly. You'll often see that they've got hair loss around here where you've got that weight. You've got that constant weight on the hair, which can really just keep pulling the hair out, and then the follicles are damaged.
You might be surprised by just how widespread hair loss is. According to various studies, around 50 million men and 30 million women in the United States alone suffer from androgenetic alopecia. By the age of 50, about 50% of men will experience some degree of male pattern baldness, and around 40% of women will face visible hair thinning by the time they reach 40. Globally, the statistics are equally staggering, with millions more affected by various forms of hair loss. So, what's causing all this hair loss? There are several factors at play. Genetics, as mentioned, is a big one. If your parents or grandparents had hair loss, chances are you might too. Hormonal changes and imbalances, especially in women during pregnancy, menopause, or due to thyroid issues, can trigger hair loss. Nutritional deficiencies, particularly in iron, zinc, biotin, and protein, can weaken hair, making it more prone to falling out. Stress, both physical and emotional, can also lead to hair shedding. And let's not forget the impact of chemical treatments and harsh hairstyling practices, which can cause significant damage over time. Before we move on to the root cause of hair loss, we'd like to ask you a small favor. If you like this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. Imagine what we could accomplish if everyone subscribed. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, is it done? Great, thank you so much. Understanding the root cause of hair loss is the first step in addressing it effectively. Whether it's tweaking your diet to include more hair-friendly nutrients, finding ways to manage stress better, or avoiding damaging hair treatments, there are several strategies to help keep your locks healthy and strong. And if you're dealing with more severe hair loss, there are numerous treatments available, from topical solutions and medications to more advanced options like hair transplants. Hair loss is a complex issue, but with the right approach and a bit of detective work, it's possible to find ways to manage and even reverse it. So, if you or someone you know is struggling with hair loss, take heart in knowing that you're not alone, and there are steps you can take to improve the situation. Hair loss can be a frustrating and emotional experience, but understanding the common causes can help us find effective ways to combat it. Let's dive into the various factors that can lead to hair loss, from chemical damage to nutritional deficiencies, and even the impact of stress and hormonal imbalances.
Her hair, she was showing grey hair from a very early age, and so from about the age of 30, she began to dye her hair. Now you can get a hair dye made of henna, and henna is a plant that can dye your hair, and that is not toxic. But my friend did not use that one. She used a chemical hair dye, and little by little it was killing off her follicles where the hair grows. So it can be chemicals on the hair.
One major culprit behind hair loss is chemical damage. Many of us love to experiment with our hair color, but did you know that chemical hair dyes can wreak havoc on your hair follicles? My friend, for instance, started dyeing her hair in her early 30s to cover her gray strands. Unfortunately, the chemical dyes she used gradually killed off her hair follicles. These dyes contain harsh chemicals that can cause significant damage over time. On the other hand, natural alternatives like henna are much gentler on your hair. Henna is a plant-based dye that not only colors your hair, but also conditions it, making it a safer choice for those looking to maintain healthy locks.
If a person wants to straighten their hair, what the hairdresser does is pull the hair over great big rods like that. And so the curly hair that's this curly, of course, gets pulled over them, and that straightens it. But if a person's got straight hair and they want curly hair, well, the rods are that big and they stretch the hair around and around and around. So whether it's to straighten the hair or whether it's to curl the hair, they put this toxic solution on. It's a strong chemical, and what it does is it breaks all the little joints in the hair, because hair has all these little joints like this. So what it does is it breaks the joints, and then it's molded, of course, around either there for the curl or there for the straight. And then when all of those little bonds are broken and it's been stretched into a certain shape, they rinse off that chemical, and then they put another chemical on to set it. So to set the bonds together, and then that sets the hair structure as straight or as curly. So basically that's how the hair is permed.
Hair treatments like straightening and curling are also notorious for causing hair damage. I had another friend who constantly straightened her naturally curly hair. The process involved using a strong chemical solution that broke the bonds in her hair to straighten it. Over time, this chemical damage led to significant hair loss. Whether you're straightening or curling your hair, the chemicals used in these treatments can weaken your hair and lead to breakage. It's important to be mindful of how often you subject your hair to these harsh treatments. Nutritional deficiencies play a significant role in hair health. Our hair needs essential nutrients like iron, zinc, biotin, and protein to stay strong and healthy. Iron, for example, helps carry oxygen to our hair follicles, promoting growth. A deficiency in any of these nutrients can make your hair more prone to falling out. Maintaining a balanced diet rich in vitamins and minerals is crucial. Incorporate foods like leafy greens, nuts, seeds, lean meats, and whole grains into your meals to ensure your hair gets the nutrients it needs. Certain medications can also lead to hair loss. Medications for blood pressure, cancer, and depression, among others, often list hair loss as a side effect. If you suspect that your medication is causing your hair to thin, it's worth discussing with your doctor. They might be able to suggest alternatives or solutions to mitigate this side effect. Physical damage to the hair can result from everyday styling practices. Tight hairstyles, such as braids or ponytails, can put a lot of stress on your hair follicles. Over time, this constant tension can lead to a condition known as traction alopecia, where the hair is pulled out from the roots, causing permanent damage. If you frequently wear your hair in tight styles, try giving your hair a break and opt for looser styles to prevent damage. Hormonal imbalances are another major factor in hair loss. Androgen hormones, such as testosterone, can affect hair follicles, especially in conditions like androgenetic alopecia, male or female pattern baldness. This condition is characterized by the sensitivity of hair follicles to these hormones, leading to hair thinning and loss. Hormonal shifts during pregnancy, menopause, or due to thyroid disorders can also influence hair growth cycles, causing increased shedding or thinning. Additionally, stress hormones like cortisol can disrupt the normal growth cycle, leading to temporary hair loss known as telogen effluvium.
Sometimes high stress, if someone goes through a very stressful situation, one of the reactions can be hair loss.
Stress and anemia can also contribute to hair loss. High stress levels can push hair follicles into a resting phase, leading to hair shedding. Anemia, caused by a lack of iron in the blood, can result in reduced oxygen delivery to hair follicles, weakening them and causing hair to fall out. Ensuring you manage stress effectively and maintain adequate iron levels can help keep your hair healthy. Understanding these common causes of hair loss is the first step in addressing the issue. By identifying what's causing your hair to thin, you can take targeted actions to prevent further loss and promote healthier hair growth. Whether it's adjusting your diet, changing your hair care routine, or seeking medical advice, there are plenty of ways to tackle hair loss head-on. When it comes to maintaining healthy hair, making a few lifestyle changes can make a big difference. From exercise to hydration, sleep, and even the impact of genetics and agricultural practices, there are several factors to consider. First up is exercise. We all know that exercise is good for our overall health, but it also plays a crucial role in hair health. One of the best types of exercise for boosting blood circulation is high-intensity interval training HIIT. HIIT involves short bursts of intense activity, followed by periods of rest or low-intensity exercise. This type of workout gets your heart pumping and increases blood flow to your extremities, including your scalp. Better blood circulation means more nutrients and oxygen are delivered to your hair follicles, promoting healthier hair growth. So, next time you're considering skipping that workout, remember that it's not just your waistline that benefits, but your hair too. Hydration is another key factor in keeping your hair healthy. Our bodies are made up of about 60% water, so it's no surprise that staying hydrated is essential. The general rule of thumb is to drink 8 glasses of water a day, but a more accurate guideline is to drink half your body weight in ounces of water daily. For example, if you weigh 150 pounds, aim for 75 ounces of water each day. Proper hydration helps keep your scalp and hair hydrated, reducing the risk of dryness and breakage. Make it a habit to carry a water bottle with you and sip throughout the day. Your hair will thank you. Sleep is often underestimated when it comes to its impact on our health, including our hair. Getting adequate sleep is crucial for reducing stress and allowing your body to repair and regenerate, including your hair follicles. Aim for at least 8 hours of sleep each night. If you're struggling with sleep, there are a few strategies you can try. First, establish a regular sleep schedule by going to bed and waking up at the same time each day, even on weekends. Create a relaxing bedtime routine, like reading a book or taking a warm bath, to signal to your body that it's time to wind down. Keep your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet, and avoid screens for at least an hour before bed. Good sleep hygiene can make a world of difference in your overall health and hair growth. Now, let's talk about genetics and agricultural practices. Genetics play a significant role in determining your hair color and when you might start going gray. If your parents or grandparents had early graying, there's a good chance you might too. However, genetics aren't the only factor at play. The mineral content in your diet can also affect your hair health. Unfortunately, modern farming practices have led to nutrient depletion in our soil, which means our crops are less nutritious than they used to be. This can impact the vitamins and minerals available in our food, which are essential for healthy hair. Sustainable agricultural practices can help address these issues. Crop rotation, cover cropping, and organic farming are methods that help maintain soil fertility and reduce the need for chemical fertilizers. By choosing locally grown and organic produce, you're not only supporting sustainable farming, but also ensuring that you're getting more nutrient-rich food. Additionally, incorporating green drinks made from chlorophyll-rich plants like wheatgrass or barley into your diet can provide a boost of essential vitamins and minerals that support hair health. So, what are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, why not drop a like and subscribe for more? See you in the next video.